Hi, Shreyas.
Hey Mrinalini. Huh.
How has your career progression been till now in the analytics roles that you've done till now?
Sure. So I've had a close to, I guess, 6 years of experience in analytics now. And from my very first day post my undergrad, I've been doing it. So I would say that initial years were more of an individual contributor roles, where essentially you are given a task and using your, say, thinking ability and the know-how of the, say, the programming language, you just try to solve that one task. Okay. As and when you progress in your career, you need to start looking at the bigger picture. And when I say bigger picture from an org's perspective, basically I'm trying to say business impact. Okay, so earlier I'm given a task and I have to, do it, or a problem which I have to solve it. As I move ahead in the career, I have to think about it, what are the existing problems for an org and how I can leverage analytics to solve it. Okay, so you're understanding the shift, because earlier, and this is a very kind of misconception among people in analytics, that everybody wants to do analytics because they want to build some good machine learning models or some predictive models, right? But that's not the essence. The essence is how can these models be leveraged to solve a business problem for a company. So the goal is the business problem and not building a predictive model, right? So it should start from there. So like I've been taking a lot of interviews, from the folks when I hired for the company, and this one question which I always ask, and honestly I have not been getting a very positive response on this. When I ask them that, okay, you build a model, or you did a certain kind of an analysis, but why did you do it? What impact did you create? That part is a big question mark for them. Okay, and I would really, want people to, feed this into whatever the new guys who are coming into the company, that whatever they're doing it for a certain kind of an impact. So they should know that impact, right? That's how they'll probably get motivated and understand that how problem solving from an analytics perspective, helps the company in the longer run. Okay, so I feel that part is missing, and that part should be really incorporated even in the courses. I don't really see a lot of courses having this business impact wala point. So I guess incorporating this would definitely help, in the longer run.
Okay. Okay. Uh, can you brief us on the upcoming career opportunities in analytics?
Sure. So as you must have heard that data is the new oil, hence the analytics industry is, really growing. uh, Not only as a from a services perspective, which a lot of companies are present in the services market, right? They're providing analytical solutions to the company. Now I'm guessing almost all the companies have built their own analytics teams as well, and hence analytics has become a very important function. Okay, so I'll broadly tell you that in terms of the kind of work which an analytics team does for a company can range from as basic as, descriptive analytics, where basically they're giving out dashboards and reports and all, and moving towards more complicated techniques, for example predictive analytics. Okay, and then finally kind of an amalgamation of everything and doing a prescriptive analytics, where you're actually prescribing a solution for a certain kind of a problem, right? So it's a whole different ball game. And I guess a lot of companies, especially with the new startup ecosystem in India, almost all the decisions, because this is a new ecosystem, right? And you don't have a history for it. So almost all the decisions are made based on data, right? Hence it is analytics from being a support function is moving towards the most important part for an org, right? Because everything is data driven these days. And yeah, so especially with the ongoing tech establishment, data capturing is also becoming a very important and an easier part as compared to say 10 years back. So for example, when I started working in the analytics industry, like 6 years back, we would hear a lot of stuff like that. Okay, we do not have certain kind of a data, or this particular data has a lot of missing stuff, or we could not capture the data properly. Okay, it is still there, but it has gone drastically down because of the tech and everything, right? So now everyone knows the importance of data, and hence they make sure that they capture it right. And once you capture it right, the amount of insights and business decisions you can make from it is like really enormous and really impacting. So from an industry perspective, I say it's a very, very growing industry. And I've read certain reports as well, where the prediction is that especially for analytics, the jobs in the future would be more compared to the candidates. Okay, so anyone looking for a career in analytics, I guess it's a very booming thing for them. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
cool.
You just spoke about, corporate culture and startup culture. So according to you,
Hmm.
what is the difference for this analytics in these both, worlds?
Okay, so from an analytics point of view, I would say, yeah, it's the kind of work. So in a big MNC, you would see that an analytics function will have, say, for example, 50 people. Okay. And of those 50 people, they would be divided into 10 odd teams or 5 odd teams, where each team would be performing a certain kind of a task, which would be divided basis on their skill set. For example, one team is especially there for churning out dashboards. One team is especially there for building predictive models. Okay. This is a structural thing, right? And these kind of things are present in MNC. Whereas in a startup, you would find that, okay, an analytics function probably has just 10 folks, and those 10 folks are doing everything. And it's basically more of a time bound thing and a pivotal thing for them, depending upon the business decision what the company has to make. Today, they want you to build a dashboard because they want to see certain numbers. Tomorrow, they would want you to build a predictive model. Okay. And it's very likely that you don't have that capability. So you need to learn it and start building it from next day. So that's how aggressive a startup can be, because it's everything is need based, right? And because it's a startup, and as I said that in the ecosystem today, I mean, a lot of startups are doing it for the first time. Nobody has a clue that how it can, what's the path system for it. So everyone is in a hit and trial mode, that you need to try new stuff and then probably proceed from there. Okay, so hence it's a very steep learning curve, and you need to go through a lot of iterations and everything, but you need it quick. So you have to be on your feet every time. So even for analytics, so that's how it is.
Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you so much. I know
Yeah,
we've
you're welcome.
been struggling a lot to set a time, but finally we
Yeah, yeah,
completed
yeah,
this
yeah.
interview. So yeah, I'll just
No,
stop
that's
the
okay.
recording.